Welcome back to part 11 of Donald Trump's Agenda 47. This is a series where I am providing you with the policies that Donald Trump intends to implement should he become the 47th President of the United States. These policies are coming directly from the mouth of Donald Trump. He doesn't talk about these policies publicly, and it is my opinion because he knows that these policies that he plans to implement are not popular. This particular policy is titled Firing the Radical Marxist Prosecutors, Destroying America.
There is no more dire threat to the American way of life than the corruption and weaponization of our justice system, and it's happening all around us. If we cannot restore the fair and impartial rule of law, we will not be a free country. As president, it will be my personal mission to restore the scales of justice in America. We will have fairness and equality under the law, and to that end, I will appoint U.S. attorneys who will be the polar opposite of the Soros district attorneys and others that are being appointed throughout the United States. Very unfair to our population, very unfair to our country. They will be the 100 most ferocious legal warriors against crime and communist corruption that this country has ever seen. As we completely overhaul the Federal Department of Justice and FBI, we will also launch sweeping civil rights investigations into Marxist local district attorneys. And that's what we have. They're Marxists in many cases. By refusing to charge countless crimes, these Soros prosecutors appear to be engaging in selective enforcement based on illegal racial discrimination. In Chicago, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and every other city where these maniacs have taken over, the DA's offices should face federal subpoenas of their staff, their emails, and their records to determine whether they have blatantly violated federal civil rights law. As part of this effort, there should be a federal inquiry into the Soros prosecutor in Austin, Texas, who charged a veteran with murder for defending himself against a threat by a heavily armed member of a radical left mob. I will also order the Department of Justice to establish a task force on protecting the right to self-defense, which is under siege nationwide. In addition, we will have a complete investigation into the use of police state tactics by federal authorities to arrest conservatives and Christians. We will find out who ordered it, and we will hold them totally accountable. There is much more that we must do. We have to confront this radicalized law in schools. You take a look at what they've done to our schools, our beautiful schools. We have to reform the far-left bar associations and stop the purge of conservative lawyers from major law firms. I will do whatever it takes to save our legal system among the greatest achievements of Western civilization from the Marxist barbarians who seek to destroy it. And we will do that. We will save it. Thank you very much.
Make sure you do your own research and educate yourselves. Please post a comment, repost, and share. If you are not following me, make sure you hit that follow button. There's more to come. Welcome back to part 12 of Donald Trump's Agenda 47. This is a series where I have been sharing videos that Donald Trump has put out that provide the policy information that he intends to implement should he become the 47th President of the United States. Right now, we're going to take a break. We're going to take an intermission, and I'm going to let you know just some of the policies that he's talked about that I have uploaded. He's talked about going after prosecutors all across the United States. I'm sure Fani Willis will be one of those prosecutors. I'm sure Letitia James would be another that he would go after, the Attorney General of New York. He's also talked about putting together a missile defense shield, like the Iron Dome. He's talked about creating an American academy, where America's school children can go to get free education. Of course, he's talked about law and order. He's talked about implementing the death penalty for human traffickers. He's talked about revamping the United States education system to get rid of things like CRT and racism from our school system. He's talked about outlawing birth tourism, which they believe is a huge issue, where immigrants come into the country, they book a hotel room, they stay until the pregnant mother who's with them has the baby, because then the baby will be a United States citizen, which would allow them to stay in the country. These are some of the things that he has talked about. I've shared more policies where he's talked about other things, and yet there's still more to come. But we're going to take a break. I may start up again later this evening, or we'll start up tomorrow morning. Make sure you check out all of the videos. I posted 11 parts today. Make sure you comment. Make sure you repost and share. And if you aren't following me, please hit that follow button. As I said, there's more to come. And as you're watching these videos, please take notes so that you can follow up and do your own research and educate yourselves. Because I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, Republicans lie. Donald Trump is the chief liar among them. Do your own research and educate yourselves. I'll see you soon.